Hi everyone, welcome to the Zen Studio on Brett Music Builds. Today we're going to be doing stage 4 of the 1989 Batmobile from Fanhome. Okay, this is the second stage of the second pack of the 1989 Batmobile. In stage 3, we did this incredible bumper section with all the exhausts and the turbine cone. Looks really, really lovely. If you want to check out that video, I'll put a link to it. But we're moving on to stage 4. And in stage 4, we're going to be doing the dashboard and the steering wheel. Probably parts that we're not going to need for a long time, but it's going to look really, really good, I'm pretty sure. So these are all the parts we have. We're going to be putting the steering wheel together first, and then we're going to be working on the dashboard. So we'll see how we make out. Let's go ahead and get this box open and get the parts out. Okay, after spending a great deal of time getting everything out of their individual bags, we do have 2 sets of screws that we're going to be using in this. The instructions want us to start with the steering wheel, which is right here, and the center cap. And I believe this can only go in one way with how the lugs are spaced out. So we're going to put this in. Snaps in, just like that. Then we are put it back in. I can already tell you this video is probably going to be a long one, so, get yourself a nice beverage and sit back and relax while you watch me struggle through this. And that's together, just like that. Now I'm going to deviate from the instructions just a little bit. We have this string of lights on here that it wants us to put in, which I will do, but I want to test them first. We do have a test board, which I will use later when we test the lights in the dashboard. But for now, what I can do to test them to make sure they work before I put them in is I have one of these bad boys. One of Mike Lane's Test Circuit Pros. If you want to get a Test Circuit Pro for yourself, I highly recommend it. It's brilliant for testing all kinds of electronics. So we're just going to power that on. And we have our LED tester right here. And we're just going to plug this in. Make sure the pins are the right way around. Just like that. And push this button. And as you can see, all of those lights are working just fine. So I know that these are going to be working, so I'll go ahead and put these in now. Okay, so I've turned the studio lights up a little bit. And what they want us to do is take these lights, they're labeled AA, and starting from this side of the dashboard, we're going to be putting all of these lights into place. Alright, and these are all going to be secured down by E-screws, which are these guys right here. Let's get these open. I turned the studio lights up just a little bit since we're working with a whole lot of blacks on blacks. I did, if you've been watching my previous videos, I did get a brand new cutting mat as a Christmas present. So I'm working on this beautiful new cutting surface, which I'm really enjoying. There we go. That one's bit now. And the next one in line is this one. Goes right in here. Grab one of these E-screws. And obviously you want to make sure that you're trying to trace your wires around to where they're not going to impede any screw holes. There. And one more. There. I would say that this is the first large stage of the build. Now for me, I want the peace of mind that I'm not going to drill through my wire in either of these holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black electrical tape and I'm going to pin those down. Alright, so I just used a piece here and a piece here to pin those down to keep those out of the way of those screw holes. Put this to one side for a second, and the first thing we need is the TV screen, which has this lovely diagram of the Batmobile on it. Looks really good. And then the TV screen is this right here. Then we're going to take the TV screen and we're going to push it through go through this side. There we go. That has two lugs on either side. Push that through all the way down. Snaps into place. Lovely. And now we're going to take this and put it on the dashboard assembly that we've been working on. Making sure that this wire is going through this channel. Like that. And we're securing it with an A screw. A D screw, actually. It freaked out for a second because I don't have any A screws. But they're supposed to be D screws. So I was making a big deal over nothing. Alright, so this one is going to get secured into this hole right here. And that's secured in place, just like that. I know the modding community is going to have a field day with this TV screen. Mike Lane Mods, looking at you over there. And up next, we need to put some buttons into some panels. Right, the first panel we're working on is this one right here. And the first three we need are this one, and this one. I'm going to put tweezers might help me on this one. Alright, and there's the first one in. Looks like that on the other side. Next one is going into these three holes right here. Push them down all the way. Then these three are going along the bottom. Easier said than done. But those are in. That's what that panel looks like. The next one we need is this one. And this one. So this one, it goes on the top and it goes over the one that we already put in. Just like that. And then this one goes in just like that. So this is what that completed panel looks like with all those buttons. Really, really cool way to do that. Now we need to put this into the dashboard, and it's going right next to the TV screen. So we're going to slot that into place. Push to fit, just like that. And then the next panel we're working on is this one. Then we need this. I believe it's this one. And then we need this one for sure. Let's see if this is supposed to. Oh yeah, it fits like a glove. And then this one. Goes in this to create the top row. Then we need this clear panel that has some buttons on it too. And it's just going to follow the shape. Just like that. And we're going to be securing this into place with one of these D screws. Now on these, I wouldn't go super tight because you don't want to crack this clear plastic, which always, to me, tends to be more brittle than the colored plastic does. There we go. Just hand tight. And we're good to go on that one. And now, we're going to put this one into place, which is going on the bottom. Slide it in, and it just leans up against there for now. Put that to the side. And now we're going to be working on the main dash, which is this one right here. Steering wheel out of the way. And we're going to start with this piece. Goes in right here. If I can get it into place. There we go. It's down now. And then we need this one. Going in there. Just like that. Looks really, really good. I really like it. Alright. And then we need this silver one. So like that. And then this guy, which goes in. And then this piece goes over the top of all of that, like that. And it's going to be put in with 2 of these D screws. Put them in just like that. Alright, and then this is going on to our dashboard assembly, just like that. And we're holding this in with 2 of the D screws here and here. Okay, there's that one. And the next one, this panel here. And all these silver buttons to go in here. Row of black ones go in there. Silver one. Going just like that. And red ones. Alright, and that panel looks like that. And this one, I'm going to go in just like that. And secured with 2 D screws. One more down here. Lock that in place. And there's how our dashboard is looking at the moment. It's pretty good, huh? And the last panel we have to put on is this one. Go in like that. And then these two red ones. And that's looking like that. Get that in the center of the frame for you. And this one goes onto this side and secured in with one of these D screws. Alright, that's in there. Alright, and just for reference, it goes into this hole, not this hole. So I put it into this one initially, which is why it didn't stay. I did, however, miss putting on this panel. It goes on the side, like so. Making sure that wire is coming out. And we're going to be securing this one in with one of these D screws. Alright, and there we go. There's the dashboard from stage 3 completed. Now what we have to do is we have to test this to make sure everything is still working. For that, they provide a test board, so we're going to be able to test all of our electrics in this model as we put them in, which is really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to need a 2032 battery. They do provide a 2032 battery. So I'm going to get this out of the packaging. Bear with me because this always takes me forever. Okay, that took an age, but we're going to put our 2032 battery in here, and the circuit board is now powered. And we're going to put this into the LED tester. You have a key tester, a motor tester, and an LED tester. Make sure that you're plugging it into the correct socket, because if you plug an LED into the motor, it's probably going to blow your LED. So make sure that you're using the correct one. So we're going to plug this in like we did on the Test Circuit Pro, making sure the pins are the right way around. There we are. And as you can see, the dashboard is all illuminated. Let me see if I can turn the lights down to make it easier for you. And there you go. You can see all the work we did with putting in all those individual buttons. Came out looking really nice in the end. I'm really excited about this. I know that there's going to be a ton of upgrades for this section from Mike Lane Mods. We'll see what he comes up with. But that looks really good as standard. Thank you for joining me. I know this was a long one. It was a bit of a marathon as we put all of this together. But thank you so much for joining me. We will catch you next time for more Batmobile videos at Zen Studios. Take care, be safe, be well, and build.